Hello everybody, and today we're going to be going after what I would consider to be the hardest the first time you fight an Elder Dragon in the entire game just because of how punishing it is. That's not to say that this is a difficult boss. In fact, this boss is usually what people farm for easy, pulls on the... Oh crap, I forgot what the metaphor I was going for. On the slot machine, but the first time you fight it, it's not that easy because you don't really know what you're jumping into. And trust me, you're jumping into a mess if you don't prepare. I prepared a little, but originally this was going to be a co-op with Glasgow. You'll find out what happened at the end of this. I didn't co-op with Glasgow, I co-op with some random person. I presume it was a Japanese person. It doesn't really matter, however, this is probably going to be the longest hunt in this series. Which, Barok, I think that just means you get carried whenever you and Glasgow or you and Conceive Sorrow play. Maybe. Alright? Maybe. A little. Pretty sure I still knock things down from time to time. But, yeah, this fight, if you've gotten miasma decoration drops to this point, you're set. Apparently those are not very common. But I didn't know what I was getting into. Otherwise, if I'd known what this fight was going to be, I would have put 3 of them in. If you put 3 of those into your armor decoration slots, this fight is nothing. It is the easiest fight in the game, Elder Dragon-wise. Without those decorations or that skill, I hope you pay attention, because if you don't, you're going to die. More than likely. Let's just put it that way. One of the attacks of this boss is very good to get a true charge off, but again... It's kind of like the Teostra thing. You remember when I said you can do that when he's up in the air doing that? But, if you screw up, you're going to get hit hard. It's exactly like that, except he's not jumping in the air. You'll know it when you see it. Trust you me. Believe me, I think I might die from it once. But, again, first time fighting something. That's what we're here to see. We're here to see the failures. We don't want to see the perfection. Not like you could probably do it anyway, Barok. Well, that's not very nice. But, okay, let's get going, shall we? Goodness gracious, I need to turn this volume down. I didn't do that in editing. Whoops. Oh well. If y'all know where we're at, we're in the bottom of the Rotten Vale. I don't think I've ever showed this on camera yet, because we had no reason to be here. Excuse me, but we sure as shit do now. Oh yeah. You might remember this from that cutscene with that lady, just saying. So here we go. Arguably, again, sorry, I had to clear my throat there. Arguably the most difficult Elder Dragon the first time you fight it in the game, in my opinion at least. Because, as they said many times before, the primary thing this boss has is a load of miasma clouds. So, you can imagine sitting near the thing without effluvial protection, aka the miasma decorations I told you about. If you've ever been caught by the miasma debuff, you know what happens. You know that your health just gets minus to like half. Well, oh, I was so almost close. Oh, I was getting excited. I was talking like, am I gonna do this? This looks like it might work. No. But yeah, that's a big, sorry, I hit the table there. That's a huge part of this fight. That miasma mechanic that you just kind of laugh at before in the Rotten Vale, it ain't a laughing matter now. That can kill you very easily. Oh yeah, just flip your body willy-nilly. Anyway. That's the main thing. So beyond that, he's actually not that bad of a boss as far as moves go. You just can't get greedy. You notice my health just went. That's because my miasma. It's a constant. Just you have to be constantly on the ball, otherwise you can very easily die. This is one of the most deadly attacks right here. Thankfully, if you're on a different altitude thing, normally he just kind of like whiffs. So if that's not an option, I would recommend trying to sheath your weapon and dive away. If that thing hits you, especially if it's tempered Hazak, you will die. I've done it before. And I've done it through what I deem no fault of my own. I know someone's going to say, oh yeah, it takes responsibility, man. I say that, that's the one you got to look out for. I say that because exactly, I've gotten hit while running into the next, like when he runs away, and Glasgow maybe gets there before me because he's an early bird kind of thing. Well, you really want to tackle through that as well. But then he'll just open with that big breath and just hit me when I like turn the corner. Yeah, that hurts, and it almost always puts the miasma on you. So, also if you hadn't gathered, miasma does slowly little damage, like a slow little bit of damage as we go. So even if you do cure the mother loving thing, or even if you do like live through the first onslaught of the thing, it's very possible for you to just kind of like die. What seems like a bang bang play, but it's really just you were low health and then the miasma just ticked you down. So it's the first time through this fight is very much a fight of attrition, unless you already prepared thoroughly, which as you see I damn sure had not. But yeah, that thing, nowadays, I don't even try and get out of it, and I'm sure people can get a good laugh out of it when I screw up. But as a greatsword user, after you have the miasma resistance, there's no reason to run. You need to learn how to time your tackle so that you can get a big old true charge in, and you can get a big old true charge in if you time that right, or in the right place. So, again, I've had people get really mad at me for missing true charges, and I never understood why. It's like getting mad at, like, a... Actually, there might be a reason for that. I was going to say, it'd be like getting mad at like a charge blade user for missing their big ultra burst or whatever the hell they call it. Which I'm still pretty sure is a bad thing. You don't want to miss that, but, you know, it's not like... Anyway. As you can see, his big, I guess that's a torso area of sorts, is kind of his... I thought I'd try it here. I was a little early. But if you can work on that timing, it's fantastic because you get a free true charge. Fun fact, if people don't know about Elder Seal, this is a wonderful fight to kind of just, what's the word? Explain it, I guess. The way Elder Seal works, because it's not a very well understood stat, to be honest, to be fair, so if you don't know what it means, don't feel too bad. The way it works is, if you have a weapon with high Elder Seal, or even low Elder Seal, though high is obviously better for this purpose. For example, with Hazak, you notice how he has that effluvial cloak of sorts, just kind of, I don't want to say hovering around his body. It looks like emanating from his body. You notice that? Well, I think if you... I don't know if it's every time you stagger them, or if it's every time if you do like a set amount of damage within a set amount of time. I'm not sure. But I do know, if you hit something enough times with an Elder Dragon, with an Elder Seal weapon, or if you have multiple people doing it, it's even better, that it will kind of, well, seal their skills. They won't use a lot of their really bad ones. That's something I never really noticed too much, but I'm pretty sure that is a thing. But it's not something readily apparent, like you're not going to notice, well, he never used his big whatever. Oh, you never noticed it because he never did it. That's all I'm saying. Excuse me, but that is something to keep in mind of, because recently I've been using weapons that don't have Elder Seal, and there's a difference. I can't put my finger on it, but there is definitely a difference when I'm fighting Hazak with my Igniter versus using my Purgation's Atrocity. There's a huge difference in quality of life in that fight. Oh man, this fight is a shit show already. You might notice Glasgow has never shown up. If you're wondering, he is in fact in the pregame lobby. But, hey, you know what? I'm not going to get mad at a little miscommunication. And besides, it just means I got to fight it by myself. And that's more valuable experience that I needed. Also, yes, it can fly. It just doesn't do it. Thank him, for he deserves it. He doesn't fly unless you are on top of him. And he's paralyzed. I'm guessing Felicity did that, or is that one of the native things? I don't remember. Oh, for God's sake. Holy shit. Oh, man, that got me. I was like, oh, I screwed the pooch on this one, yo. It's like, nope. Well, I screwed the pooch on that. See, you gotta screw the pooch on something. Otherwise, it's just not as fun to watch. Come on. But seriously, you won't see too many of those true charges unless you are very bored. I think this is going to hit me because I'm not far enough away. No, I am. Yeah, it's too far away, rather. So, you might have noticed, cutting off Hazak's tail with a greatsword is ironically one of the more difficult things to do. You wouldn't think so. That's kind of our domain. The greatswords were known to be tail cutters through and through our lives, but this one, it just don't work too well because it's so high. A lot of the time, it's hard to hit the dang thing. So, you just kind of try and hit the... I just try and hit the stomach or the midsection because that's weak points. So that's what I just go for here. If I see that... If he's on the ground, I will hit the tail. But otherwise, I just try and hit the stomach or the head. Am I going to try it this time? No, I thought I'd try and play it safe, apparently, and just get out of the way of it. That's not a bad idea. It's probably a good idea. We have a challenger, folks. Apparently Glasgow left the online session because he, I don't remember why exactly, but we'll find out soon enough. It wasn't out of ill will, I assure you. Pretty sure he just didn't see the message, if I recall the message correctly. But yeah, we got ourselves a new player here. Just in time for me to start absolutely sucking ass. And I say that because I remember really doing badly. And the fact that this video is 30 minutes long, which means we aren't even halfway through the fight yet. And ironically, this probably would have went a lot easier and a lot faster if I hadn't summoned the random person. Just saying. Probably would have. He's not coming back, is he? Oh, he is, but I stopped charging. Oh, wouldn't have mattered anyway. It's just hard to predict what the thing's going to do, honestly. In multiplayer. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I won't say it too many times again, though, because I know how annoying it is. But... oh well, at least this guy's using a... I can't tell from here. The screen's too far away. I think he's using a bow, but I don't know that. I can't see, but anyway. This guy or girl was the star of the show, because it sure as hell wasn't me, I'll tell you that. I mean, that was kind of cool, but I'm at half health now. I mean, that's... apparently, I don't give a fuck, yo. I'm going in there. I'm going to get my true charge off. I was going to say, and you missed, but no, I didn't miss. Boy, I just have balls of steel right now, don't I? I don't give a crap about my effluvialness. I just want to stay in there. This is not a good idea, by the way, as you might well have noticed. Not antidote, you numbnuts. Probably shouldn't have went right by him to plant that, but okay. The best laid intentions, folks. You don't really want to be right next to your ranged person because then they're the ones in the crossfire. Oh, that actually kind of worked. I think he saved my butt there, but I don't. Unless my tackle hit that, it might have. But I didn't think it did. I think that was his. I think that was an arrow that hit that flash bug that saved me from getting charged in my butt, or getting my butt charged rather. I don't think I'm close enough for this, just looking at it now. No, there was no way in hell that was ever gonna work. Goodness gracious. Positioning with the greatsword, such an important thing. Such a skill I do not have, though. I never have had it. Then why do you use that weapon? Because it's cool. No, that's pretty much the reason. Because it's cool. I wish I was joking or trying to be a smartass when I said that, but that really is the reason. Oh, I was gonna say, come on, don't just don't do that. Don't do me dirty like that and just start spinning in a circle now. We're not Beyblade here. We're another loving Monster Hunter. I might have actually been able to land a true charge if I'd have did that earlier. Yeah, that was just a big old whiff. Oh right. This was when I had no idea. He just kind of like gave you free shots. I thought he was getting ready to do that big attack again. Yep, it's later parts of the fight. He will just kind of give you free opportunities to hit him. Either that was my Palico, or this guy does not know you cannot trap an Elder Dragon, because I don't remember laying that down. So that was either somebody's Palico or this person did. I think it was the person, because they just kind of seem to be kind of, you know, staying right near the trap. But hey, I tried to trap Kieran my first time. Let's not throw stones here, Barok. It's not like you're exactly a you know, pro either, okay? Oh. That darn roar. Oh, that was not a good place to dive. Don't be in the water. The water is lava. Actually, the water hurts worse than lava. It's some dumbass reason, but it does. Oh, you think I'm lying? No, go test it out. That water actually does more damage than the friggin' lava in the Elder's Recess. I wish I was joking. I'm not. Wow, I was going to say, wow, I really didn't care about being effluvial, but that is a great time to hit him, so I guess that's a good reason to not... This was a bit greedy, though, but... Yeah, this was definitely a bit greedy. My Palico, Felicity's got my back, yo. Oh, why do you go, like, 50 feet in that direction? Come on. I mean, even Kieran the thing don't really do much, because I'm just gonna... Oh... Because I'm just gonna, you know, get hit by the miasma, but I guess he might have a dragon or elder steel ability on his weapon, I guess, because I never got hit by miasma there. That's almost always what happens if you do. What happened to me back when I used to get miasma. You just get, you know, eat your little null berry, and then your health would just stay there because you got hit by the miasma. Okay, he was just fooling. He was just fooling. I hadn't quite caught on to when he was fooling yet. That is kind of annoying, though. I understand why they did that, just to kind of fake the player out, but man, if it isn't annoying as hell. Also, this guy was probably going, why does he have, like, only 2 players available for this? Why? Because you weren't supposed to join this match. But it's okay. I don't mind. Oh, that was kind of fun. Just kind of paralyzed me and then hit me. Oh, man. Nowadays, if I've been known to just do just do any mission and just SOS it with 4 people anymore, just because I'm tired of, not soloing, but it's kind of like back when I used to play Nio a lot, and I would, you know, I was gonna say, oh my god, I don't have any healing left. When I would summon someone to help me when I had no business doing so, and I knew my way around every level all the time just for the sake of playing co-op. That's pretty much why I did this, we'll say. Because I just love co-op, baby. Oh, he hit me with his little toe. Man, this is a long fight. We're only like 2/3 of the way through it. Good lord. This is a bad time. Actually, that was pretty good. No. No, it wasn't. Who are you fooling, Barok? You're not fooling anybody out there. That was just bad. You might also notice I have, like, no healing whatsoever. This could be bad. Right in the face. You couldn't have placed that any better. I was gonna say, am I just gonna sit there? Apparently I'm just, like, too much of a wuss because I had, like, no healing. I didn't want to do much. But I had enough to do this because for some reason I thought that would work pretty well. I think I should have probably went back to base at this point. I think I did. I don't remember if I think I restocked. Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Actually, I don't know if I restocked or if I just went back and... I hope I did. I see a green thing to my right, so it leads me to think that I did. Oh, good lord, Barok. Yes. Oh, man, you can tell I didn't know this boss too well yet. Now, if he doesn't move, this should be he moved. Damn you for moving. Oh, come on. What kind of dragon walks on 2 feet? Who does this? Oh, yeah. Don't be near that thing's head when it goes down like that. Just trust me. I've gathered enough information to tell you it's not a good idea. And then you need to... That's usually a 1-2 shot. You can get a true charge after his little 1-2 poke combo in front of him, but you better not charge it all the way unless you have focus. And even then, I still don't usually fully charge it because you'll usually get hit then. Like, I mean, it's just like a... Yeah, when he does the little turn thing. He usually does it like 2-hit combo kind of thing. Well, that was really just bad because I was trying for the tail. Because I thought, oh, I'll just do my job and actually try and hit the tail, right? Yeah, that actually kind of worked. Well, you thought I was going to say that didn't work, didn't you? You admit it, you thought I was going to say that. Why did I not just tackle? Was I... Oh, it was probably because I was not ready. What are you doing, Barok? Don't go back that way. That's water back there. It's acid water. Seriously, I'm just gonna guess that's like sulfuric water from like, I don't know. But why? I don't know why that stuff is so icky. Unless you're just gonna say it's just because it's so polluted. In which case, alright, maybe. I'll give you a pass on that. Oh, I was a little early. Stop moving. You'd think for a freaking grounded dragon he wouldn't move so much. But he does. Oh, he does. Is he... I was gonna say, is he gonna fall asleep now, or... Oh, I mean, I tackled it. Just, there was no point to doing so. I might have did like 40 damage, maybe. Good lord, he just dashed. Not really where I want to fight him, considering... I never know when he's gonna... to this day, I still have trouble figuring out when he's just going, oh, fooled you, didn't I? It's like, I don't see a purpose to that maneuver in the game. What was the point of it? We're gonna fool those players. Oh, yes. They'll feel bad and stupid about themselves when they just watch him stand up and sit down again. Yeah, that's how that meeting went, by the way. That's exactly how that meeting went, didn't you know? They just wanted to make us look like fools. To be fair, I didn't think that'd do that much damage. I guess I won't say any more. I could have spoiled something, but I'm not going to. Anyway, yeah, one thing I have learned about this is just a general rule with Hazak. When you use the greatsword and tackle through things like I do, you do tend to get the mentality of, oh, I can just power through everything. Hazak is like the antithesis to that. Again, if you don't have the miasma decorations, you can't do it. Even with the miasma decorations, if you're doing like a... that was just kind of... That was just optimistic. He's one of those things that... you can't really brute force it. Because he... especially tempered, he does so much damage, you can't just hyper armor through his shit anymore. Now, regular you can, very easily. But on tempered, hey, you gotta treat it like... you know, like a raid boss. I don't know how people talk. That's what we do in the MMO circles. We just prepare and act like it's something more difficult than it really is. Because otherwise, you'll never actually learn anything. Oh, piss. If I hadn't charged that, I would have nailed him right in the noggin. Wow, I missed from a thing like 2 feet away. Stop running that far away, damn you. Stop going after that guy. Actually, I'm going to take that back in probably a couple minutes here because... why do you do this? Every time you do this. There's nothing over at that wall. What are you doing at that wall? You have no business being at that wall. And I will say that until the end of time. He moved simply to dodge, Barok. That's what he did. He moved to dodge. I guess. It just still pisses me off, though, but okay, I guess. I get it. Well, you didn't want to get hit by your big-ass swing, obviously, man. What's so hard to understand about that? I know, but I'm supposed to have the advantage. I'm the gamer. Come on. Anyway. I can't see, but apparently I'm going for a true charge because I'm a greedy bastard. You know... Oh, Barok, what are you doing? You should... I guess I thought I was going to get hit there. Because I was so tired of just whiffing. I just passed up a true charge because I was too much of a pussy, basically. But you're gonna make mistakes as a greatsword user. But we're almost done with the fight. Good Lord Almighty. I think that's his Palico. I don't think that's that guy, for the record now. I don't want to disparage the person. I don't think it was him. I think it was their Palico, okay? At this point, apparently I'd gotten wise about his whole fooled you, didn't I? So I didn't fall for that shit no more. I took advantage of it. Oh, I tried to get the tackle. I nearly did. Anyway, well, I was going to say anyway, he runs away back to where we first fought him, so... Oh, yeah, that... no. No. I thought he was going to turn around the other way. He turned around to the left. I thought he was going to turn around to the right. I gambled and I lost. Yeah, but you look like a Class A moron. Yeah. But if he turned the other way, I would look like a messiah. So, yeah. A lot easier in single player to do that. Because then you'll know, okay, my Palico's to his right. He's going to turn to his right, and there we go. Boom, right in the head. Whereas with multiplayer, he has enemies on every side of him, so a little harder to... I think I royally screwed this up, as I recall. Yeah, that was not good. Goodness gracious. Also, if you don't remember this beginning area, he has tons of little lizards to help him. So, that can be a problem if you don't have a lot of crowd control or AoE in your attacks. But with a greatsword, you do, so it's not near as bad. You just have to know when to use circle button, which is very rare. You hardly ever use the circle button unless you're tackling, so... What am I doing? I'm just like, I don't even really... Nah, man, I don't feel like attacking him. Let's just kind of run around and survey the place, man. Yeah, that was just stupid. All around. I'm embarrassed watching this for myself, really. Goodness gracious. But yeah, it seems like he has loads of health. I think that's a mixture because I had like a rank 13 weapon, and this guy had like a rank 13 weapon, and we were just two people. I think that's what that was. But you'll notice when I landed that true charge, his aura went away. This does have low dragon seal, so I think that's elder seal, excuse me. I think that's kind of showing that in action if you didn't get that, because you know he just charged up again, so we got a little bit of a respite, not a lot, but I think that's how that works. He's gonna run, isn't he? Oh no, I thought he was gonna. This might actually work. Yeah. Can't quite tell. I think that's a fooled you. I don't think he's actually gonna... Yep, that's definitely a ha, I just powered up move. Damn it. Again, it's a little annoying to have a move where you know if you don't interrupt it, it's gonna be bad. But he almost shares the exact same animation as his big breath, so it's kind of hard to just go, nope, I'm staying. Unless you have like a tackle like me or like a, I don't know, a shield or something. It just kind of... I guess that's the test, isn't it? That's the measure of a player. You gotta learn the tells. You know, as a general rule, I have a rule of never doing a random run on my first time through something. Oh, well, that was just poor decision making. But yeah, the first time I ever fainted twice on camera, I was not happy. But that is a general rule I have. Don't summon people for something you never fought before, unless it's a friend. So we broke that rule, and we see what happens when I break that rule. I die twice. Well, that's just being superstitious. Well, you can't argue with the facts, can you? This happened. So, yeah. Oh, I was about a half a second early. Oh, that's dirty. It would have been a great kill shot, too. So that was a mess. Just a right mess all around. But as you might have noticed, the funny thing is, I don't think I died from the, yeah, right there. I didn't see the message. I never really died from the breath and then miasma focus. I died from his tackles. Because they do a lot of damage. And, you know, you gotta thank a person after they basically carry your butt through that, because he pretty much did. They did. I'm not Justin Trudeau. I'm not gonna say people kind. Could have been man or woman for all I know. But anyway. Oh, God help Canada. So, is he using a... Is that a heavy... I can't tell what that is. Is that a heavy bow gun or a... Good lord, that was fun. I don't even know what I hit there. I think I hit like a... I think I hit a barrel. I have no idea what that guy's using. I never really paid that close of attention. You probably did. You're probably like, dude, he's using a heavy bow gun or a light bow gun or a bow. I couldn't tell. But I never really looked. I was too busy watching my own stupidity more than anything. Oh man, those high commendations. I think I have like 400 of those by now. I have never used one. God knows what they're used for. I'm sure I have more than enough. So yeah, I'm an item addict because I sucked at that fight because I didn't know what I was getting into. Yeah. Good job, my buttocks. That was not a good fight. No, that was of course that was my first fight, so. Basically, you're seeing me at my worst. Every one of these fights, you're seeing me at my worst. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Wait, I just missed a Flanders meme moment. Damn it! I missed that opportunity. Anyway, we're offline now. Haha, it doesn't mean anything. Anyway. So, the next thing we're going to be going up against is what you would call, with the Greatsword's mortal enemy. This next fight is the first fight in this entire game that made me yell at the television. The only one in the game that's ever made me yell at the television. This next fight... Oh, no. This was the first, though. I would say Nergagante's got that one down. If I'm not using a greatsword or a lance or something that can block, he does it. But this next one is a horrible fight for a greatsword user. I can't stand using a greatsword in this next fight. It's kind of I think it's a pseudo final boss fight as well. So I use the hunting horn on that too. It's just faster. A lot of people go, that's slower than the damn greatsword. It doesn't feel like it to me, but I can't use the greatsword against this next thing, and you'll find out why. Oh yeah, you'll find out why next time. It's kind of like Kushala Daora, but not at all. It's like a totally different fight, but similar in some ways. In that he's constantly moving and it's hard to hit. Oh, and you can't flash this next one. So, have fun. But yeah, as you can tell from all the dramatic dialogue here, we're leading up to the big old battle. Oh my god, that reminds me, I still need to record that level, that HR 100 thing, because I never did that quest. That's probably holding me back a little bit. Whoops. Well, I need to do that. I don't think I'll do that tonight, though. Probably, I don't know when. I'll do it sometime soon. Anyway, this is not a battle that I'm proud to put on YouTube, but you know what? You gotta see me at you've seen me at my best, you gotta see me at my worst, so whatever. So we'll go talk to the handler and we'll call it a day here. So thank you everyone for watching and laughing. Hopefully you got a good yuck out of this. And my ineptitude, my first time through. And hopefully I will see you, I guess this will be next week. So, until then, everybody, have a good week.